this question, we need to figure out which option is showing that the motor work with the greatest power. All right, and in order to move these blocks in the described direction, the motor is used to move those blocks in the shown direction. Okay, so to move, let's check for part A. We need to move this block 12 Newton towards right, and we only got this resistive force, which is of course the frictional force between the surface and the block, and yeah, of course the motor has to do some work. Okay, it needs 12 Newton to move the block towards this side, towards the right side, right? And for this case, option B, the motor needs 8 Newton to move the block upwards. And for part C, the motor needs 10 Newton to move the block upwards. And for part D, it needs 4 Newton to move the block downwards. Now, the important thing here is the motor took 10 seconds to travel 1 meter. Okay, the force shown, and it took 10 seconds to travel 1 meter. So what we can do, we can actually calculate the energy per unit time to calculate power. Okay, so energy in the case of 12 Newton is 12 times 1, which is 12 joules. Okay, and because the distance traveled is 1 meter, so 12 joules divided by 10 seconds. It took 10 seconds, so energy is 12 joules. Time taken is 10 seconds, so 1.2 joules per second, which is also 1.2 watt. Okay, so it took 1.2 watt of power to move the block with the force of 12 Newton, right? So the most power is in option A, so we have to go with option A because the highest power applied, or the highest energy required, or the work done is highest in the part A. Okay, because work done is force time distance. Okay, so the distance traveled is same for all of the cases, except the forces are different. So the highest force is 12 Newton, so we know that the highest work done will be for the 12 Newton case. Okay, and that's how we know that it will take the greatest power for the 12 Newton case.